So what's up guys, today I wanted to make a video about something that black people go through but they never know what they're going through. One of the reasons why black people are poor, one of the reasons why black people don't have jobs, one of the reasons why us as black people we don't have a business mind, or our businesses generally don't succeed. When I was in high school, I think this happens to majority of all the high schools, and I will prove it to you that this happens to majority of all the high schools in South Africa. When I was in high school, the students who were the most looked after, those are the math and science students. When you are in high school, you are motivated most of the time to become a scientist or some form of an engineer, your mechanical engineer, your electrical engineer, like all of these forms of engineering. And the sad part is that these guys, they don't even say half of the students must become engineers and half of the students must become business people. We say all of the students. That's why you will find that even there are high schools where the principal is like, in my high school there's no maths literacy, it's only mathematicians and scientists in my school. They force all of these black kids so that we do mathematics and science. And even if you don't even have to, even if you want to start a business and just become a businessman selling some shit, we are all forced to become, from grade 1 until grade 12, you are taught that there's nothing else out there as a black person that can make you live except for something that's related to maths and science. You know what is the sad part? Is that when you go to universities, there's no way that 100% of those kids are ever going to make it to university, because half of them don't even pass the matric in the first place. Okay, they don't even pass matric enough to qualify for those engineering qualifications. Half of them don't even want to do that. That's the sad part. And then when they finish high school, we say you must start businesses. So from grade 1 until grade 12, you were telling me that I should become an engineer, and I should be doing my mathematics, I should be doing my biology, and I should be doing my physics studies, right? And then as soon as I finish grade 12, I'm sitting in a township and you say I must start a business. How do I start a business? With which mentality of a business? I don't even know what is SWOT analysis, because I was studying solve for X and a ton of other shit. Many times this question of how is solve for X going to be helping me after high school, most people do ask it, and the answer is never there. The answer is simple. People who should be solving for X are people who should be solving the bridge and all of the construction. People who should be doing some form of engineering, who want to do that engineering. And I think students should be asked, like, what do you want to do? Okay, you are classified under business. And then from there, business students must be looked after the same as the science students. But that's not how it works. If you go on high school right now, each and every high school in South Africa, the only students that are being looked after are science students. Are science students. The business students, they are never ever looked after. They don't even have teachers in some of the schools. That is sad. And as soon as we finish high school now, we are sitting all at home and say, start your businesses. Who should start a business? And the sad part is that the government is going to say, here is 7 billion, start your businesses, come with a business idea. And then what the fuck, which business are you talking about? Because we're telling us that we should become mathematicians and scientists. So if you have, ask yourself, how many students come out from matric every year in a township? How many of them actually make it to VETS and UJ? You'll be shocked. It's such less numbers. So in the township, we have probably 75% of students who come out of high school without a business mind. Each and every year, we have students that come out of high school with a certificate that does not have a business mind. 75%. No wonder the Pakistanis can come to South Africa, start businesses because they have the business mind. Next to a South African student who has a matric certificate, but nothing. It gives us nothing. Listen, students who can listen, young people in South Africa who can fix hair, they must know that is the career, that is where they should be, because a black lady fixes her hair twice every month, which means who should be fixing that hair? Fucking engineers. We have rivers in next to each and every town. Who should be doing fishing there and then take that fish, come sell it to the people? Who? Fucking engineers. We have people who should be planting food and then selling that food to us. Who should be doing that? Engineers. Like, some of the things you don't understand, because we have 50% of young people in South Africa who are unemployed with a matric certificate. That should tell you that there's something that is wrong that we are studying at school. There's no way that you have Indians who are in business because they are taught business. You have white people who are in business and they are making money, they are rich. White people are not poor in South Africa. Okay, if someone tells you that, they are full of shit. We have Indians in South Africa who are rich because they're in business. We have Jewish people in South Africa who are rich because they're in business. We have Nigerians in South Africa who don't set foot in the township who are rich. Nigerians are in town, in something, who are rich because they are in business. Each and every, the Chinese in South Africa, they are rich because they are in business. Each and every form of humanity that's in South Africa, besides South Africans, it's rich because it's in business, and the customers are these black South Africans. Yet us as black South Africans, we are not taught business in high school. There's something that is wrong there. That's why I say our education system most of the time is teaching us poverty. There's no way that you can teach me whatever is it that you're teaching me so that I can go ask for a job from a white person. Why should that be like that? Working for white people is still some form of poverty, because white people will never pay you enough to look after yourself and your family. It will never be like, and you will never have a legacy. You will never leave something behind for your kids on a white person's company. If you had your own business, you would. That is why Indians are able to leave their business for their kids. That is why the Chinese are able to leave their businesses for their kids. The Japanese are able to leave their businesses for their kids. White people are able to leave their businesses for white kids. It's because those businesses, they were made for them, and so that they can live better. But as black people, our education system, they are telling us like, no, don't study business, study maths and science and become a biologist. As soon as you finish high school, now you have a certificate that has a distinction in biology. What is that distinction in biology going to help you with? Let's say you want to take out mathematics, your distinction of mathematics in your certificate, and then start a business right now as a black person in a township. It really is nothing. Let's take that physical science. For you to start a business with something that's from that physical science, it is way out of your league. Let's take that biology. Let's say you're a young person, you got a distinction in biology, like you understand shit out of biology. Now start a business in township that's relating to that biology. There's nothing. Yet our young people, our brothers and sisters, are studying subjects that are not going to help them with shit after high school. If you're in high school and you love fixing cars, you should be learning about how the business of how to fix cars, so that as soon as you finish high school, at least you can start fixing cars, and that's your business. I don't think I know a couple of mechanics, like where I used to work, like around where I used to work. Those guys don't even have qualifications. Those guys just came from Zimbabwe, just started working on cars, and then from there today they live better. They live better than me, a South African with all of these qualifications. It's simply because they just wanted the skill. In high school, young people should be taught mostly about business because that's a skill that black people don't have. You know what? Fuck it. It's fine. Please like and subscribe so that I can grow my channel, and thank you so much.